We are out here today. My name is Gihan Perera with Florida New Majority. I'm out here with a leader of ours, Harold Pendas, and we're out here for a very solemn moment. We're out here because 50 years ago, in Selma, on the way to Montgomery, people put their lives on the line for a very basic right. The right to be heard, the right to not be marginalized, the right to vote. Trying to cross that bridge, they were beaten, brutalized, and tortured. Their rights were denied, and the entire repressive arm of the state came down on them for doing something very basic, which was to fight for their rights. But we don't have to look back 50 years to see that injustice was done. This is not just a commemoration. And we don't have to look across to Alabama to see where injustice was done. In Sanford, Trayvon Martin's life blood was shed, and he died by a vigilante who was not brought to justice. Amen. 1 month ago, Levon Hall was killed just in Miami Gardens. We don't have to look to Ferguson to see where there's injustice.
That's right.
And if we look here right now and look at these opulent buildings, built on the riches and backs of poor people, blacks and Latinos in Miami-Dade County.
That's right.
We see injustice. Bayard Rustin said in 1965 it was time for the civil rights movement to move from protest to politics, to start taking control of institutions. We're out here today again to protest because in all this time we still haven't gotten our politics right here in Miami-Dade County. And even though we may have elected people that look like us, the dollars are still flowing away from our communities and into the hands of the rich. We are here today because we are to say if Selma is now, if Selma is now, not one more penny to developers on the backs of poor people. Not one more big building gets built without putting our people to work. That's right. Not one more black young man to be killed in Miami-Dade County and Florida, across this country without justice.
Yes, sir.
So we're here today united because Selma wasn't just 50 years ago, it's today. It's today in Miami-Dade County, it's today in Florida. It's for voting rights, it's for young people who need their education, for all of our people who need jobs, and it's for power. So I'd like to represent and ask that we here, looking back at the past, and give respect to Reverend Gary Johnson and the SCLC, which was a legacy organization which helped lead that march 50 years ago, and they are here today. So I want to give them respect. To give it up for the SCLC and Reverend Gary Johnson. I want to give it up, and please come up to NAACP, Daisy Black. The legacy organizations are here. Please come up. It is in your footsteps, on your shoulders, that we march today.
That's right.
But it's not just about legacy organizations. Come on up, Reverend Johnson. Where you at? Right here. It's not just about legacy organizations. Right. We're here fighting for the youth of today. Right. If you are here and you're under 35 years of old, under 20 years, get up on stage because we're fighting for you. Where are the young people? And the new civil rights movement, we're here to do the unfinished business of the civil rights movement. Come up here, young people. We're here to do the unfinished business of the civil rights movement. This is not just, and they make it just a black thing. We are Latinos, we are black, we are men, we are women. So if you are fighting in this struggle and you are African American, come up. If you are fighting in this struggle and you're a Latino worker who refuses to be separated from your brothers and sisters, come up here. If you are a woman and want to take your place in this movement, come up here and you're a leader. Come up and join us as we march. Come on up. Everyone who wants to be represented, your movement represented, come on up. Everybody, come on up.
Come on up. It's time to march. It's time to stand.
If you're part of a labor union that's part of this new civil rights movement, come on up. We're here today to say Selma is now. Can I hear you say